We have Dr. Bob and the Oakland Raiders. Pat Morris and the Carolina Panthers. Game 7-0 at the start of the second. And bear with us because we're probably going to drop this feed and try to restart. If you're still with us, just know that we can.
Defense.
You can pick us back up when we come in. So when we come back off the West Coast in LA, seems like we kind of got ourselves in Facebook jail.
Yeah, Facebook is not loving us.
We did something that they didn't like, so it looks like guys are finding their way back to the feed now, which is great.
Thank you guys so much. Not sure what happened. We got kicked, but we'll share it back in. And if you guys can help us by sharing it to your local leagues, your groups, that would definitely be very much appreciated to keep it moving for us.
Yep. Let's get a good spot right up on that base.
It's 1st and 10, start of the quarter. Shaking the box.
Pass to Bo Jackson.
Pass to Bo Jackson's complete.
Bo, right. Alright, no gain. Yep, no gain.
2nd and 10.
Bo out of bounds, no gain. Pass to Bo. Left hash. 33-yard line. Left hash. Center set. Clocks are running.
Interesting game so far, and we've already seen the boxing play several times. It's had some minor impact, not major yet. Most of the fumbles and the turnovers have been self-created here. But I'm thinking at some point, because you can kind of see how the shaker box plays into the strategy, it's really kind of 2 games in one.
Illegal.
Even though you don't have any control over what numbers pop up after the shake, you still have to react to it, and that's real time. So it just adds a really, really fun element to this game. I'm really liking the style of play. And I'm the guy that always said I don't want dice in my game. I don't want charts in my game. But this is just, it simulates to the realism that you wouldn't expect until you try it. It's really nice. We have a time
33-32.
Like you're running off the field. You can't do that. I mean, we can look it up. Listen, we can look it up. We'll look it up, but I'm just saying.
33-32. We've got a clock stoppage.
What's the situation? You don't have too many dudes. No, you don't. You're in. Okay, timeout.
Timeout is stopped.
45 or minute 10. 35-45, Bob. Center set.
33-32 remaining in the half, and that is the Raiders' first timeout. Is it running now?
So we have timeout Oakland, first timeout of the half. Okay, hey, Dustin, you can run the game clock.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, we do stop the game clock. No? Keep going. Defense, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Thank you all so much for joining. We're trying to get everybody back up and running. Not sure what happened there, but we should be good. Yeah, the box is definitely brutal. Isaac, we've seen it we haven't seen it mess with the game too much here, but we have seen it played quite a bit. What's going on, Bill Jones? How you doing, man? Darren McCoy's in the house. See a lot of people. Mr. Baz Allen. Hey, do you know that there are 2 Baz Allens?
Yes.
We have discovered this. There's a Baz Allen in New York, and we've got a Baz Allen in this room. Not the same guy, though. Imagine that. Scramble. So the way that this works, you get 2 scrambles per half, and essentially what happens is it allows that quarterback to scramble outside the pocket and then stop the board again and still make that attempt to throw. So this is kind of unique in Dallas Miniature Football League. I really like it. Again, you guys can check them out. It's Dallas Miniature Football League. Dallas Metro Football. I think it's DallasMFL.com. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Well, and I was just sitting here as I was trying to share to try to put up.
That's fine. Yeah, he's right on the hash.
So everybody could reconnect, and it just kind of dawned on me how many groups that we have. I mean, well over 100 groups just on in my group page, that I'm sharing to, which is also a problem too, because I know last time I think we got put in Facebook jail because I was going too fast. I was clicking share too fast, and I guess they assumed that I had a spam or something. We see a great Raider cheerleader over here reacting to a big play, pom-poms bouncing.
Need some energy going here, I think. 2nd and 10.
This is 89.
Hard fought quarter and maybe a third here. We're just getting started underway in the second quarter. 35-minute run.
Wow.
Quarter, so.
89 Horton.
Wow. So there we go. That's what they were looking for. The cheers worked.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to move the chains.
Cheerleaders got the crowd pumped up. They're feeding off the energy now.
That's a Gridiron Buzz Network first down.
Right hash, center set. Clock to running. You need to get out of the way.
So first down, they're almost in that red zone. We might see a Mr. National Podcast red zone alert here in a second, depending on this box.
20 seconds, though.
And the Raiders have two timeouts remaining. The Panthers 3.5. 35-minute halves.
8, 7.
Yep, for sure. 2 Baz Allens. Hey, look, Mr. Billy Campbell's in the house. They can speak French with Dimitri right there on the spot. We got a lot of Alvin Liggins. How's it going, my man?
8, 7.
Oh, okay, that's cool, Isaac. 1 scramble per drive out there. That's pretty cool. I do like that. We have something similar where we don't necessarily. It's still 1 board stop, but if you stop the board in what would necessarily be a cover sack, we actually allow you to take down and pull that. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! That's crazy. We got a trophy sitting on our table. It's bouncing my table. It's so heavy.
And this is the Reggie Rutledge
23-yard line.
Commemorative trophy. Instead of the Vince Lombardi, we can shoot him on the boots here. And
Yep.
let us get a shot here right after this play.
I should give that to you the other way, right?
It looks like a short gain. Do we mean? Nope. 2nd down. No gain.
23-yard line. 23, Bob. Center set. Clocks are running. 2nd and 7.
Room's starting to fill up now.
2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 is the call.
Everybody's already done with the buffet to Ponderosa on the street.
We have an actual cheerleader, and there we go. Her little cheer, pom-pom cheer worked. Got a good play from the Raiders.
Yeah. Got your crowd all fired up.
Yeah.
Raiders
Big
trying
play.
to get back in this game here and tie it
Big
up.
play. Super big play. You want to see the car? Yeah, me too. Hey, there we go. There's some French. Bonjour.
Defense.
Ken Allen, how's it going, man? Good to see you guys.
Yeah, I think we'll work on the car here in just a bit and see if we can.
I think
zoom in
so.
on it.
Audible.
Yep. So Dr. Bob, back-to-back trophies. Statistics are stacked against him. He's got the public vote stacked against him.
All right. 14-point underdog right now.
14-point underdog, and it's kind of holding up.
Yep, it is. But I don't. After watching him last week in Los Angeles, I don't want to put my money against him. I don't think so.
2nd down. Has he got a man open? What do we have?
You don't have any. Incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass.
Go away.
3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8. 23-yard line.
All right, so you guys want to see where we're at? Check this out. You would never believe
Clocks are running.
that the Gridiron Buzz is in a Dr. Bob's own personal hearing center. It's the Owens Hearing Center in Dallas, Texas. A week since we left LA, holding the Reggie Rutledge Trophy.
Yeah,
Look at that.
this. I mean, this thing's like 20 pounds of metal, right? Just
It's one of those things. Look at all the lips on there. Somebody's kissed it.
Yeah. don't know. We'll see. But this is actually the fourth of this trophy that's in this room right now. This is the one going out to the winner this year.
Yep.
And will it be Dr. Bob? I'm not sure.
It could be. I don't know. Dr. Bob's are a little shinier than this one.
Well, I think he polishes them like turtle wax or something, you know?
Yeah, definitely something could be done.
This one may be going home with us. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we might be able to fit it in there. We just a heads up, we didn't even unpack from LA.
No.
Like it literally stayed in the truck from LA to Dallas. There's no sense. It was like, oh, and guess what? We're probably not unpacking from Dallas to
Get a good spot. Watch short.
to where we're going next weekend. Atlanta?
Atlanta, I think. Maybe, yeah, Atlanta.
Oh,
Deep
my
South.
goodness. Deep
Yep.
South. Looking forward to that. I know their party is definitely going to be on.
Good throw. Shake called.
Shake in the box. I'm going to bring that up
Make sure
here.
you
As
don't
soon
get
as this game has been so fast paced, I haven't got a chance to load everything we've got left in here. So shaking the box looks like no result. Let's see if we can pull it up.
This is going to be your classical foot race to the end zone here.
Too dark.
It looks like the Raiders really going to try to run all the way across field here.
All right.
Panthers, and looks like, what's the referee going to call?
And he's not to the first, but you could go for it. So it's going to be at the 17-yard line. Who made the tackle?
17-yard line. And that's going to bring up fourth down. About 2.
Josh Norman, right?
And that's going to be good enough for a Gridiron Buzz. Well, not even Gridiron Buzz first down because they're short, but the Mr. National Podcast Red Zone Alert.
On the catch.
4th and 2, 24:56 remaining in the second quarter. Again, guys, for those of you that are just now joining, it is quarters, not halves. It's 35-minute halves. This is going to be great, guys. We are making progress here at the Dallas Miniature Football League Championship with the Gridiron Buzz Network. We've got the ref mic'd up. He's doing his thing, helping us out with the rule set, and got the Raiders on the drive. And this is a big play here. Definitely, they're going to have to make some noise real fast in order to get this first down and keep this drive alive and try to score a touchdown. Does the clock stop?
Minute 10 or 35-45, Pat?
Does the clock stop or keep running?
Keep running.
Okay, got it. So that is timeout, but that the actual game clock itself for right now does keep running.
Timeout, Carolina.
So they have 2 timeouts remaining each in the half. It's 3 timeouts per half. What's going on, Joey? Courtney. Hi, Mom. How are you? My mom's on. Y'all have to behave now.
The
room is full. The chat is full. There we go. There they are. Those are our competitors right there. Dr. Bob in the white and Mr. Pat Morris repping his Panthers. It's kind of funny. He was repping Raiders gear last night. There's your cars. Those of you that want to see the MVP cars, there they go. Those are it. Those are on the line here in this game today. Beautiful cars. I probably can't afford either one of them.
1, 0. What you got, Coach?
Yeah, Mom is like, oh yes, we do have an international audience. Yes, absolutely. Got 2 French guys on, ready to go. But yeah, Mom is like the network owner, so literally, guys, when she goes on, you guys got to kind of go wild because that's about the only way we get to travel. My fiance is also on sometimes, so if she pops on, if you guys want us to continue, you're gonna have to just cheer and tell her how much you love it, because I've traveled 4 different cities, 5 different cities in like the last 30 days, and I'm in the process of getting married with all these things going on. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty wild. So if she pops on, guys, we're gonna have to probably go a little ham. She will be in Dallas. I'm in Dallas. There we go again. She will be in Deep South, so she's gonna come make a visit with everybody, and that is gonna be good enough for a
Clocks are running.
Gridiron Buzz Network first down.
Adam Center right there. 15-0. First down.
First and goal for the Raiders.
Make sure you're...
Dimitri, those are just like Hot Wheels. So that's, they're to scale for an electric football player. It's pretty cool. They keep stats, and because they keep so many stats, they can track an MVP of the game. There's a lot of different things. I'm sure we'll have a presentation afterwards about where everybody's at.
Yeah, I almost took that Torino for a test drive. It's been a while. I had one of those in high school.
8,
Taking me back, way back.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Raiders still trying to press to get in the end zone here on this drive.
First down.
Yep, 1st and 10. We got a pass to be completed. Looks like he's got a man open. Is that Bo Jackson again?
Looks like Van Egan, I think.
Let's see where he's going to go.
Good.
I think it's Mark Van Egan.
Right to the back of that.
It's going to be a mosh pit just to try to get across the goal line here. It's going to be a pile up on I-30.
We got a box shake. We knew that was coming. Yep, so you can see there was nobody to the right. Is he tackled? Down at the 1.
Down at the 1. Good tackle. Good save.
Second and goal. Second and goal from goal.
They're going to take the play, decline the too many men on the field, and take the play. That's a little bit of a struggle, The Panthers putting up a very staunch defense right here. Looking at 3rd and 1, yes.
So here we go. Offense is almost set.
Denton, whatever, and I'm Austin West or whatever. So it's but they're branching out. They're branching out.
18:58 remaining in the half. It's going to be their second charge timeout.
Timeout, Carolina. That's their second, correct? Second. 35-45 is rolling.
I want to get, and while we've got a break in the action, I'm going to see if I can bring up the rest of our box shake here. This is pretty cool, guys. Like it's in depth, but I think once you get used to it, it's definitely something to look at. And maybe at halftime or after the game, I'll definitely show you what their box actually looks like, so that they can actually do that.
We have more royalty join us in the house. Welcome in, V-Nut.
V-Nut.
And Coach Norbert. How's the captain doing, my friend?
The captain. For those of you that haven't seen the captain, go back, check out some of our old videos on Gridiron Buzz Network. The captain in Canton, Ohio for a championship, just running all over. I think if he was here in this game, there's a good possibility the captain could actually make some things happen. But then we always have the box. And could you imagine the captain getting knocked out in like the first quarter?
Oh, that'd be.
It's possible, and that's
is.
the thing. Like it is certainly possible.
Okay.
Shake it, he said.
Get any questions on guys?
And that loud crashing sound you're
Pass to
hearing.
Hubbard.
In the background is the shake.
Real quick.
Plastic box that has plenty of room for numerous dice to be put in. There's a chart that corresponds.
It's going.
And I think we ended up with a we have a touchdown here. It's going to tie the game up at 7-7. And we lost our referee to the restroom, so hopefully he shuts his mic off.
We turned his mic off. We're okay.
Some information we just don't need to know.
Mr. Brandon Seiger's on. Hello, sir. How's it going? Clock is still, yes, Kit, in this one, the clock actually still runs. They have some special rules at the end of the first half and at the end of the game, but even though that they call timeout, the master clock still runs, so it just gives them a chance so that they don't take a penalty, because there are a lot of options here. And while we have a break in the action and our referee is actually on standby, let me kind of flash this up here. I'll bring this up in a little bit, but this is the box. This is the outcomes from the game itself. When they shake the dice, they say, shake the box. Again, a coach can shake the box any play that they wish. There's not a limit to it. There's not anything, and you can kind of hear that in the background. They're figuring out what's going to happen from a kickoff standpoint. They've got this main one here. It's all broken down into different grids, different scenarios, and then this is like the punt, kickoff, and special rules. So there's all kinds of different things to take a look at there. So pretty cool. Allows them to really get into the game. They've got a statistician on the side. It's phenomenal. Like I'm mind blown with what's going on right now.
Right, and even when you say something as simple as the box, it's intimidating a little bit. It's like the monster. It's like the fog. The box. I mean, it's just like
well, you get in the rhythm of a game, and you're like, I want to do something, and then you think you've got something really going on, and next thing you know, here comes the box, and you're out. I mean, you've got guys getting knocked out of games, you've got fumbles, you've got penalties, you've got all this stuff, and you could have just had the perfect play, and the box comes along and just completely destroys your situation there.
Right. So Norbert's talking about the captains having some beers with the cheerleaders' ways at work. We have cheerleaders here. I mean, the captain could have made the flight, made an appearance, signed some autographs, took some pictures, but he's busy with, I guess, some other cheerleaders.
Yep.
So.
Yep, absolutely. So good stuff. Good stuff. We're going to get it set up. Looks like it's going to be 1st and 10. Carolina at their 20-yard line. 14 minutes and change in the second quarter. I'm so used to calling halves, that's where I get it. 35-minute quarters. Special rules at the end of the second quarter and at the end of the fourth quarter.
What you're really watching on here is it's a challenge of two games because of the box. The box equalizes things. It can be your best friend. It can be your worst nightmare depending on the situation that pops up. But it adds a whole other element to the game. Not only do you have to decide when you might want to take a shot at using the box, but you also have to have the strategy behind that to react to whatever the result is from there so that you can prepare your team properly. I mean, it's just an amazing addition. These guys have done such a great job, and I think it really comes the Texas Shootout rules go all the way back to Reggie Rutledge and some of the things he's put together over the years. A really strong Hall of Fame type career. We're going to have a timeout here. The clock's going to stop at 13:12.
It's 13:13.
13:13.
Yep.
And we'll await the referees here to get us back going.
Yep. So while we've got a break in the action, take a look at our sponsors for today's event. We've got Friday Night Legends. These guys are really cool. They did a really great write-up about us. It's kind of funny. We're here in the great state of Texas. We're in Dallas at the DallasMFL Football League, but Friday Night Legends is about high school football and primarily
in Texas. Yes.
Texas high school football. So it's pretty cool to be able to do that. And then Gridiron Buzz, if you guys haven't had a chance, head over there, pick up your shirts. For those that are here in studio today, we've actually got those on site. Pretty cool. Makes you look cool. Everybody's like, what's Gridiron Buzz? I wear mine all the time, and they're like, what's going on here? So pretty cool stuff. Mr. National and the Mr. National podcast. This guy's pretty cool. He had a new podcast come out, I think, late last night, early this morning. We were listening to it. A lot of great stuff. Talks about electric football, regular football. Just really cool stuff. Him and P-Double. P-Double's a good guy. He was with us in Cincinnati.
He helped us through the championship game. Really awesome.
Yep. And then
play-by-play and color man to bounce off with.
And then, of course, we've got Chaos Fishing. This is new to us. A lot of good stuff for those of you when we're not on air. Chaos Fishing normally is. Really great stuff out there fishing and just learning all about the area. He's out of kind of the North Nashville area, North Clarksville, about 45 minutes north of Nashville. So, you know, it allows us to take a break from the action sometimes and see what we can get into. So we've got a complete pass. Let's get our scoreboard back up.
And I see my daughter Brittany Peters. She signed in. How's my grandbaby doing? 2.0 doing okay there. We'll be home here sometime late tonight or tomorrow.
We'll be there sometime, somehow. So we had a box shake, had an adjustment. Put our mic back on. And that's going to be a Friday Night Legends touchdown. So that's 14-7. And now we're going to go back into the kickoff rules. Oh, I got you. Yep, yeah, it makes sense. So they shake right after it was declared a touchdown. They're going to go ahead and shake the box for the punt rules, so you can see what's going on there.
That's going to be a touchdown with Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers. You know, it looks like that 14-point spread is holding up. It's not in danger yet. Of course, we have a lot of football still left to play. And Stephen, yes, we do still have breast cancer awareness shirts. You can go to the website. You go to Gridiron Buzz at our pro shop there. Feel free to purchase that. We can get it out to you in a couple, 3 days.
Yes, and congratulations to your wife. That's great news, man. We're kind of a close-knit family here in the electric football community, and I think it's huge that we all celebrate those things together. And I certainly consider all the electric football family like real family to me. I mean, I hang out with these guys more than I'm on the road more and than anybody else in the world. So, you know, got to take care of the family, and that's the extended family. It's the wives, the girlfriends, all that stuff. I think
yeah,
it's
and
great.
we say it every show. You know, love your family, love your friends, love your football, love your pets, and buzz on. You know. And I see my precious little granddaughter. If you see the 2.0 says hi Pop Pop. Well, I'm Pop Pop. She's 2.0. And the story behind 2.0, you know, you have different versions. You have the original version, and then usually the second version's known as a 2.0 or 3.0. She's our little 2.0 because she is the exact remake of my daughter. It's such a blessing, such a joy to have her. Can't wait to get back. She misses us because Grammy comes and picks her up from daycare, but the first question is always, where's Pop Pop? So she's my little buddy. We'll be home sometime late tonight. We'll spend a day with her tomorrow. I have another granddaughter actually getting dedicated and baptized tomorrow, and that's one of the reasons why we're going to have to lay a little rubber getting out of the parking lot here after this game and get on home. And you know, those special moments you don't want to miss any more than you have to.
Yeah, definitely not. All right, so it's 1st and 10. Raiders on the drive. They have a chance to come back and tie it up here in the first half. It's the second quarter, 9:37 remaining. 1st and 10. They're going to take it out to 20. Looks like they've got 2 running backs and a quarterback in the backfield. Defense is almost ready to go. Some different things here. This is Texas Shootout. For those of you that have not seen it before, Texas Shootout's a different ball game. We've got this box that's got all kinds of crazy things that happen to it. And then we've got like where you can stack and you can do all these things. So this isn't our standard broadcast where you'll see us with a Tournament of Champions rule set. For those of you just joining or first time joining, certainly a different flow here. I like it. I think we've got some great things going on for it. Dr. Bob's looking for that pass to be complete.
And And every time I see him pass, I remember, and I'll tell you after his throw.
Looks to be complete. And the other thing you can do, we were talking about this, and you guys kind of saw that just now. If you were looking at what was going on, Marcus Allen just completed the pass, and he was engaged, but it just makes him down there at the spot, so it makes it a little more realistic as far as that goes.
Yeah, and what I was starting to say, you know, I saw Dr. Bob. We had him on the feature game a couple times in L.A., and I remember making a comment. He got down going inside about the 20 to try to score. And for some reason, we zoomed in really close, and for some reason I noticed his hand shake. I mean, he was just shaking like, you know, somebody hadn't eaten in 3 days. And I said, wow, this is, how's he going to complete this pass? But, you know, his hands really settled down just before he released the pass. He hit the receiver in the head from about 20 yards out, and his hands were just like, you know, there was no movement at all. And I said, wow, that's the hands of a true surgeon, which he is.
Yeah, we're here in his doctor's office.
Yeah, we're all getting tune-ups here after the game. So part of the travel package we negotiated.
8, 7, 6, 5. Take a legality. 2, 1, 5.
14-7 with 7 minutes left in this half.
1, 0.
Yep, so we'll get down, and they're going to help us out as far as the rule set is concerned with the timing at the last, I believe it's the last minute of the second quarter, and then the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. So they'll be helping us. They'll be turning to us here shortly. Just because it is an unfamiliar rule set, we want to make sure we bring you guys the best coverage on the Gridiron Buzz Network.
Second down, 6. Here you go. Stay with the ball.
Quarterback has the ball. We'll go back up top.
If you want to untangle that a little bit, I'll do it after the play. You got enough. Second down.
See what this defense sees, see if they can get through. We haven't had too many things go on defensively, and I felt that coming.
Could you see that quarterback?
Wow.
I mean, he got hit. He slid 3 yards to the left. What a hit! That's broken ribs material right there. That was an awesome play. The Panthers knew exactly where to bring the pressure from, and they got there in a hurry, and that quarterback had no chance.
It's going to be 3rd and 14. 6 minutes and change to go. I could feel that coming. I had a feeling the Panthers were set up for that. If you leave those loopers kind of untouched or unblocked there, they're going to get on through there, and it's pretty tough. So we had a question about what cameras we're using from Courtney Cox for the Facebook Live coverage. Well, I will try to snap a picture, and maybe I can get it up and going here in just a second. But we have 3 cameras on the board right now. We're in a little bit of a modified setup. We're going to 5 very, very soon. But basically, these are what they call pan tilt zoom cameras. I've got a whole joystick controller and things that are going on. I can actually move those cameras, move them around, zoom them in, zoom them out, any which way I need to go to have complete coverage. I use some software that allows me to feed all those cameras in at once and then push it out to you guys. My favorite camera that we use is this one here. It's the overhead cam. It's a PTZ optics cam. They're a little pricey, but I really like them because when we get over the top of this field, I'll be able to show you exactly how close we can zoom. Essentially, if you have a paint chip on your figure, we're going to be able to see it.
Yeah, you want to be able to dress sharp when we're in the house because we're going to call you out on it. You missed a sock stripe, got a number falling off, a helmet decal, we're going to be on you. Pass over a little bit of traffic here.
That's going to be good.
This game has really went nip and tuck here. It's been back and forth, Pat telling us that he's never beat Dr. Bob. He's 0-5. So it's been interesting. We have another box shake.
He's got to the 32-yard line. Tackle by 30.
That's going to be a first down. That's going to be a Gridiron Buzz Network first down. 3:30 and counting in the half. And then we'll take a halftime break. We'll keep it right here on station, guys. We had a couple technical difficulties today, and I don't want to have to drop feed. Again, we are banned from our normal stuff. We're in Facebook jail, so we're kind of fighting that a little bit as we go. But thank you guys so much for joining. Looks like you guys were able to make it the best that you can, and we will be putting this together as a whole piece very shortly to remain in the archives. We have over 250 hours of electric football already recorded on the Gridiron Buzz Network. It's not been broken down all the way, but trust me, it's coming. We've been talking about that for a long time, but we release them as we go. We have back-to-back-to-back events. So we just came out from Cincinnati. We just went to LA. Now we're here in Dallas. Next week we're in Atlanta. And then we've got a little bit of a break, but you might even see a little bit more action from the Gridiron Buzz Network with our very own league, the Thunder Valley in Clarksville, Tennessee. So.
Yeah, we still yet, because of the road travel and the schedule, we're still a couple of rounds from finishing the playoffs. We've got our own trophy in the ring up at stake, and Dustin and I both in it. AK Fox still in it.
Yep.
Brittany, my daughter, who's a heck of a player, her husband, Eric. We're all still in the playoffs trying to grind it out and see who's going to actually take home the hardware here. So
88 tackles at the 35, by number 31.
So 35-yard line.
Pickup, pass to Jerry Rice.
2nd and 7.
41 on the tackle, 35-yard line, left pass.
It's a 1 minute special rule for the second quarter, and then 2 minutes for the fourth quarter. Yeah. Appreciate it. Yep, we got some officials on our side here going to help us out with this
we need
special
all the
clock.
help we can get about right now.
Yeah, stand by when we start messing with this clock. You might look at it like, what happened? Why is time being taken away? What's going on? They have like 8-second runoff rules, some different things going on that I wanna make sure we get it right. Yep, Courtney, we'll be in Atlanta for the Deep South. That's a 2-day, best that we know right now, depending on how that schedule goes. But essentially, they'll let us know. Probably we'll have updates probably this week, and hopefully be out of Facebook jail. That's going to be our goal in life, is to be out of Facebook jail.
That's a good fundraiser. Let's just start collecting bail money.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to have to come get it. You know what they say about a friend will be. You can call a friend at 2 in the morning, they'll come get you out of jail. But a best friend will be sitting in jail with you going, no, we shouldn't have done that. So, yeah, this whole Facebook jail thing is there's no rhyme or reason to it. It just happens, and we try to work around it. But we have our ways.
So we have a clock stoppage. We got some discussion. We're going to let them hammer it out. The referee is working through the control. We had 48 seconds. Okay, so after this play, we will be at the 1 minute warning. We did stop the clock. We're going to back it up. And this is exactly what we were talking about, guys. Just stand by, but we'll get it straightened out. It's a little bit different. Texas Shootout. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. So,
Okay, 1 minute warning.
1 minute warning it is. Oh, Courtney, great. Maybe we can meet up. That'd be cool. So B-Nut, Facebook jail, basically if you overshare or if they feel like you're spam, i.e. we get a whole bunch of views on something, they decide that we're not legitimate, and I don't know how that happens, or maybe it's because we've traveled so many places in the last 30 days, but they will suspend you to where you can't maybe go live, or you can't share posts, or you can't do different things. So for some reason that's happened, but
well, I know I got a warning, the last time that I was sharing with all the groups, and I counted over 100 groups that we shared with when we go live, and I was hitting them as fast as I could.
So it starts on the snap, and then 8 seconds.
I was hitting the share to the groups as fast as I could, and I got a message back that said they
so as soon as
assumed
this
that
plays
we were
over, just take off 8
spam.
seconds. Okay.
They assumed we were spam because I was hitting it so fast. And one other note: there could be some music, some copyrighted music or something in the background that we don't even control. Somebody can be playing some rock music all the way across the room, and there's software now that will identify that. And if they catch you and they think because we're broadcasting we have music in the background, they shut us down because they think. I mean, there's a number of things that can happen to get in Facebook jail. None of them are real pleasant or fun. Half the time they just suspend you and don't even tell you why.
All right, so we get the clarification about the time. Basically, after this play, we'll run 8 seconds off the clock, so it's 8-second increments all the way through.
Unless he gets tackled in bounds.
Unless he gets tackled in bounds, it runs. So.
It's 3rd down 7.
3rd and 7. So we just go down 8. Just run off 8. So that's going to be 52 seconds remaining.
Tackle, sacked by 54. Then you back to the 29-yard line. Sacked at the 29-yard line.
52 seconds. Yep, so we've got it here. We've got help on the side. We'll make it through this minute, and then hopefully I'll have it figured out by the... All right, let's check and make sure. See, did we get a first down on that? Can you give me yardage?
It looks like it's from about right at the 30-yard line here.
Yep, so that's gonna be that's gonna be 4th down. That is 4th down, so he must be just short then. 4th and 1.
Looks like he's lining up to for a punt formation here.
30 seconds up.
Fourth and 13.
20 seconds.
I apologize. Well, I was messing with the clock. We had a sack. Yep, good call. Yeah, Steven, I'm familiar with those loopers. I got to face those in the Coaches Challenge not so long ago, so definitely understand that. So 4th and 13. This is a big play for the Raiders. They need to get back in the game here.
Looks like they're going to
shaking the box.
44.
Looking at the rules.
40-yard line, 2 seconds down. 40-yard punt, 2 seconds
That's the
down.
punts. There we go. There's your punts. So roll the 44. So you've got the yardage, and then there's another thing that happens to say how many seconds the kick is good for to simulate airtime. And then they'll place that down. You'll see the halo. It's kind of right at the 30-yard line. That's where the ball is kicked. And then, but we're going to have the runoff here. And 4th and 13, we're getting the Raiders to punt, but there's a lot of time left in this half with 8-second runoffs. There's some different things that the clock may still continue to run. I've got help on my side to keep that thing marked up.
It was interesting to watch even in the pregame warm-up, you know. Speaking of the kicker game, I was watching Dr. Bobby had his kicker out and was actually practicing onside kicks with the TTC kicker quarterback. Just something you'd never even think that you would see.
Absolutely. Hey, Kyle, what's going on, man? Glad you can join. Long time no see. We're all the way in Dallas this week. You believe that? Kyle's a former co-worker of mine, jumping on. I guess I should just share it to my page more often.
Yeah. And the question is, what are they doing watching us and not working?
Yeah, well, Kyle's a koozie in the hand kind of guy.
That's right. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, I think. Speaking of which, while they sort this. Check the result of the box shake. I have a whole laundry list of some of these old-time rock bands coming through that I'm going to be able to take in some concerts. The Who, Kiss. I've got Jimmy Buffett. Yeah, there's going to be some fun stuff coming up this ELO.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited to see. I haven't seen any ELO since I was maybe 14 years old. So.
Looking at it, it's 5-yard penalty on the kicking team. So they're going to take the 5 yards after the kick. 8 seconds, no problem. We're going to run that down. And that's going to be 46 seconds, I believe. 44 seconds. I'll do some math here. And that's going to be 1st and 10, and here come the Panthers.
How's this 14-point spread? How's it looking here? You know, we're nearly in the end of the first half here. It's half the spread, you know. Panthers working to try to cover.
Yeah. And they're back on the drive, so I think they're going to put the 14 back on them. I mean, Pat's defense right now is really kicking in. The loopers are doing well. You know, Dr. Bob's hitting some passes, but the box is kind of hurting them. I mean, they gave him 5 yards there just arbitrarily because of the box. So I'll bring this back up again for those of you that haven't seen. We'll bring the boxes back up. We've got just a few seconds here. You can just kind of see the whole deal going on. This is the chart. Depending on the situation, you can see there are injuries, and then it's not just, well, that guy's out. It could be a major or minor injury. It may be it could be any player on the field. It's going to tell you how long that they're out. All kinds of stuff that's going to happen right there on this dice roll. So really, really intensive, but also really cool to see. We haven't seen anybody get kicked out or ejected yet, but that is a possibility as well. So again, our clock is an 8-second runoff clock per play, so it's going to take a little bit of time to get through. Pat.
Looks like he's got plenty of options here. He's going to go out to the right slant here a little bit. He has a lot of green out there. It's to be a complete pass. I saw the receiver kind of lurch when the ball hit.
36.
They're going to call it incomplete. Yeah. Sure looked like it connected. Sometimes our angles, you know, when you're looking directly from the top, sometimes there's a skip that you don't see from the side.
36 seconds. Incomplete pass. And that'll almost do it for halftime, and then we'll be back. Probably take just a 5-minute break. We're going to leave it right here on the Gridiron Buzz Network and let you guys kind of go use the bathroom, get some popcorn. I think it's going to be a good showdown coming down the stretch here.
Well, I think something's got to give. You know, Pat was a heavy favorite in the public opinion. Winning our poll that we put out yesterday by almost 4-1, which moved him up to a 14-point favorite. But then you got on the other side, you got Dr. Bob that's never lost to Pat. So something's got to give here. And this has been a great game.
Yep, absolutely. It's been a great game. I'm going to look, Dimitri. I'm going to take a look myself and see what I see on that. And I'll bring. Yep, I'll bring that up here in just a little bit, and we'll try to maybe at halftime we'll go over that. Throw it away. 8. All right, 8 seconds again going off the clock, and that's going to bring us down to 28. 3rd down. He still has 1 timeout. Yep. No timeouts there. All right, so. So, oh, you're good. You're good. Not a problem at all. We're getting down 28 seconds, 3rd and 10. The Panthers are on the drive at their own 45. Defense is almost done adjusting. Third and 10. Here we go. Does he have a man open? Let's take a look. Yeah, right in the middle left-hand side of your screen. That's complete right in the hands. So I got a feeling we're about to see a box shake here. Yep, and we are. Nothing. Nothing at all. So we're going to see the play completed. We're getting the defense set up. They're going to be adjusting to go after the man in the left hand of your screen. He's got a lead block. So and here we go. Down. And that's going to be good. Good enough for Gridiron Buzz Network. First down. But we will stay right here on the Gridiron Buzz Network because this clock is rolling now. So apparently with a completed pass inbounds. Alright, and that'll do it for the half, folks. Stay right here on the Gridiron Buzz Network. And actually, before we go, I want to take a look because I know some fans in the audience want to do it. Let's kick it over. We do have a new instant replay. I'm going to talk about this when we come back. But stand by. I've got that pass that Dimitri was interested in. Alright, so here we go. We've got this is the pass that you can see. It's looking top of your screen, and it hit him. I agree, Dimitri. I think that was probably a completed pass. I don't know if it would have changed a whole lot, but certainly a completed pass there. Guys, stay right here on the Gridiron Buzz Network. We'll be back after a short break. Enjoy the commercials and our sponsors. We've got some Tournament of Champion winners in there and a whole bunch of good stuff. We'll be right back with you on the Gridiron Buzz Network.
imagine a game where you can pit the greatest Texas high school football teams of all time against each other. Before now, if you wanted to see the Permian Panthers of Friday Night Lights fame play Johnny Manziel's 2010 Kerrville squad, you were stuck with only your imagination. Not anymore. This new game allows you to play those dream matchups. 1983 Dangerfield only allowed 8 points all season. 2015 Katy, 10 shutouts en route to their 4th straight championship appearance. 2008 Allen, their first of 5 championships in the state's largest classification, and so many more. Friday Night Legends is that game. What are you waiting for? Get in the game. Friday Night Legends. Imagine a game where you can pit the greatest Texas high school football teams of all time against each other. Before now, if you wanted to see the Permian Panthers of Friday Night Lights fame play Johnny Manziel's 2010 Kerrville squad, you were stuck with only your imagination. Not anymore. This new game allows you to play those dream matchups. 1983 Dangerfield only allowed 8 points all season. 2015 Katy, 10 shutouts en route to their 4th straight championship appearance. 2008 Allen, their first of 5 championships in the state's largest classification, and so many more. Friday Night Legends is that game. What are you waiting for? Get in the game. Friday Night Legends. Imagine a game where you can pit the greatest Texas high school football teams of all time against each other. Before now, if you wanted to see the Permian Panthers of Friday Night Lights fame play Johnny Manziel's 2010 Kerrville squad, you were stuck with only your imagination. Not anymore. This new game allows you to play those dream matchups. 1983 Dangerfield only allowed 8 points all season. 2015 Katy, 10 shutouts en route to their 4th straight championship appearance. 2008 Allen, their first of 5 championships in the state's largest classification, and so many more. Friday Night Legends is that game. What are you waiting for? Get in the game. Friday Night Legends.
All right. We're back in action. We're almost ready to go. It is the 3rd quarter of the Dallas Miniature Football League Championship, and we're just about ready to go. We're going to get our clock reset. 35-minute running quarters, guys. This is not your typical situation where you see 30-minute halves or anything like that. This is 35 minutes of non-stop action per quarter. They get 3 timeouts per half. And we've got the Panthers back to receive. We've got Shake in the Box. We've already seen what happens there, but just as a reminder, here are the things that happen, and they've got it set and ready to go. Yep, starting the clock, and we are ready to go. So we're going to get a 1st and 10 Panthers on the drive to start the second half. Get all of our official feed here. There we go. Dustin. Nice to meet you. Got a lot of new faces, a lot of great things going on. For those of you that are just joining, ready to roll. Oh, Dimitri looks like he went to dinner. We just had lunch. We had some great pizza, some great things going on there. If you guys will, you're more than welcome to go ahead and start sharing your post to your local feeds. Definitely appreciate everybody joining. Again, I know it was kind of hectic earlier today, but I think we're back in pretty good shape. for the rest of our event. So it's 35-minute halves, and then at the end of the fourth quarter, the last 2 minutes, it's kind of a stop clock situation. It's unique to Dallas Miniature Football. They've got this box, this Texas Shootout rules, lots of crazy things going on with that. So definitely appreciate everybody joining, sending out a few more invites, getting some folks on, getting the Dallas Miniature Football League some exposure. They actually have a website. It's DallasMFL.com. That's MFL.com. And you can go check. They've got stats. We've got a whole statisticians thing going on. The referee is pumping full of information. You know, who ran where, how many yards, what happened, who made the tackle. We've got an MVP that's going to be crowned at the end of this game. So we're going to get a pass from the Panthers. Dead center of your screen. That was incomplete. Incomplete, and that's going to be second down. So
12-yard patrolman on the field for the Raiders. So it's going to be a 5-yard
repeat first down. So we got a penalty on the defense. 1st and 5. So that was a free play essentially. And the Raiders got lucky, or the Panthers got lucky there for sure. What's going on, Eric? Good to see you, man. We're here in Dallas Miniature Football League, and this is the championship. It's Dr. Bob Owens and Mr. Pat Morris. It's the Raiders and the Panthers duking it out. There you go. Dr. Bob on the left, Pat straight away in the Panther shirt. Dr. Bob earlier brought his whole cheerleading squad in, had a great intro, really cool stuff. They take it serious here in Dallas. So 1st and 5 after a penalty on the Raiders, and we're just about ready to go for second down. First and 5. Pat's got a guy open. Right side of the screen. And we're going to probably see a box shake here in just a moment. And there's the box being shook in the background. Again, a reminder of the rules, what that looks like. It's going to be to the top of the screen, and that's going to be good for Gridiron Buzz Network first down. So Jack Tatum on the tackle. And it's going to bring up 1st and 10. So good movement by the Panthers early on in the second half here in the third quarter. Good play. Made it all happen. What's going on, Mr. Henshaw? Appreciate you guys joining. It's 1st and 10. Panthers are on the drive. So it's going to be 1st and 10. 2 in the backfield, quarterback and shotgun. Gonna make those adjustments from the defense. And looks like we've got a stationary quarterback coming in. Quarterback option. He's got a pass. Where's his man? Looks like to the bottom right of your screen, if I'm not mistaken. That was incomplete, and that's going to bring up second down. Hey, thanks, Selby. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, we're here in Dallas. We didn't even unpack from LA hardly. We threw a few things in the truck. I changed my clothes, and we're here. So we're going to be in the Deep South. That's the Deep South Men's Football League next week. That's next weekend, next Saturday and Sunday. We'll be broadcasting there. Looking forward to it. So that'll be a back-to-back-to-back weekend, and I can't wait. It's been a great time. This is a different rule set, though, so we've got to kind of get used to it. We're kind of having to get walked through it. We've got some great referees and some great assistants helping us out, keeping us straight about how they do things. They have this whole box thing. You guys are going to hear me talk about it and talk about it because I'm fascinated with it. But anybody can shake a box anytime they're ready to go. Basically, the box has some dice in it. Based on that dice output, determines some things in the play. So if you've got a guy that's broke open and maybe running for a touchdown, shake the box. He may end up with a penalty. He may end up injured, may be ejected from the game. There's no telling what's going to happen. So pretty interesting stuff all the way. Quarterback options to call. Pat's going to go for another pass here. It's second down. That's complete at the 20-yard line, top of your screen. And here comes that lovely dice roll. Drop the pass. So there you go, guys. That's the magic of the box. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10. We do have a cheerleader in the house, so definitely would agree with that. Mr. Barry Stevenson in the house himself. We got our Raiders cheerleaders. And it was a shake your pom-poms moment. That was a big play, and definitely Raiders needed some help there. 3rd and 10. Incomplete on second, incomplete drop pass on third. And the first down was he fumbled the flick. What's up, Feek? How you doing, man? We're heading your neighborhood next week. It's 3rd and 10. Big play here for the Raiders. Almost. Looks good, though. And that's going to be 4th and 10. Clock is running. Hey, Brian, thanks for joining. Is this kickoff or a field goal? Field goal formation. Gotcha. So here we go. There's our punts, kickoff, special rules, all kinds of cool stuff there. Do we have anything on those? Yep. There we go. So there you go. Bottom left-hand corner of your screen, coffin corner punts, that kind of stuff is what we're looking at. But it looks like we're going to see a field goal. All right, we're going to get 45-yard kick. Wow. So that was pretty intense. Had a lot of stuff coming in there. That was kind of new to us. So we actually had some. He had to kick the ball while the board was on. Wow. So it's like real live, real-time action. That was intense. Let's take a look at that again. Well, we have a little bit of changeover in time. I was like, oh, I'm not sure what to anticipate. Well, next thing you know, we've got the kicker placed down. and we've got those loopers coming on in. Just incredible. And the board's going to come on. He's got to kick the ball with the board on. That's incredible. And forced him wide right. I think a lot of people are familiar with wide right. Yeah. So it's going to be 1st and 10. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. We're going to go to the 45-yard line. Frank Jacobs, what's going on, man? Glad you could join us. Glad you're awake. We all just finished eating lunch. Frank's probably just now eating breakfast. There we go. Pat Morris on the left, Dr. Bob on the right. 14-7. Panthers over the Raiders, but the Raiders do have the ball in the 3rd quarter. 23 and counting in the 3rd quarter. So we've got some time left in this ball game. Each team has 3 timeouts available to them. Last 2 minutes of the 4th quarter does go to a stop play situation, so like 8 seconds run off the clock. I have assistants to help me out with that to make sure we keep this as accurate as we can, because this is a new rule set to us, guys. This is Dallas Metro Football League and the Texas Shootout. And Reggie Rutledge. Yep.
Yeah, it's good to see things lasting like that. Reggie, certainly a giant in his hobby, in the sport. And anything that's got his name attached to it that he created some number of years ago is well worthy of continued to be honored. So this game holding true to fashion. It's I was looking at the latest poll numbers. A lot of people jumping in late here with about an hour to go. Game started out as a 14-point Panther favorite, but it could be probably closed down a little bit here now to maybe even a 10-point with the and this is public opinion, of course. It's just people jumping in, making a vote to who they think is going to win. A little unfair if you jumped in after halftime. You've already seen a good portion of the game, so you'd think with as much time as we have on these clocks with 35-minute running quarters, not halves but quarters, that the scoring might be fast and furious. It's just but it's a lot of strategy here. It's a lot of.
So there was a penalty, and that's part of shaking the box.
Right. Well, we saw it just on this last field goal attempt when the board's on and you're trying to kick a field goal. Most people can't kick a field goal by themselves with nobody on the board, let alone the board running. And you got linebackers and blitzers and loopers crashing to try to stop you. I mean, it's like you got to hurry up and get the kickoff. And in that case, we saw pretty much what was a block kick. So
yeah, that's intense. I mean, that board's vibrating. You got guys coming at you, and you got to get your hands out of the way. That's a lot of stuff coming on. So it's 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Texas Shootout rules. The box is everything right now.
And for our frequent flyers, our people that watch us kind of religiously almost, it seems, a little different format, well, a lot different format, but you'll see even on your screen, a lot of us are used to offense being in dark, defense in light. Well, in this league, you go one color one way or the other. So that's why you're not seeing a differential.
What are they going to do? Ken Stabler's got a man open to the left. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 2nd and 5.
That really was a missed opportunity there. He had a lot of daylight if he could have hit that.
Yep. He could have, but you never know. We got the box.
Yeah, the box has humbled more than a few plays today.
All right, so 2nd and 5. Room's still full, folks. Guys hanging out all day. We got the Raiders cheerleaders in. There's our ref sitting right in front of you in the foreground. But Dr. Bob, you see he's kind of getting focused in here. I think he's got the trick coming up his sleeve. I think a box roll one way or the other, and he's in the end zone the next couple plays for sure.
Yeah, we watched this in L.A. Just a calm, cool, collected. Doesn't seem to get rattled much. Just plays his game, makes his adjustments. A lot of people may not have heard or known of Dr. Bob, but he's been on the scene for several years, and he's certainly been on our radar for the last 3 or 4. So, very competent, very capable coach here. 3-time back-to-back winner of this league.
Yep. DallasMFL.com. That's Miniature Football League, MFL.com. You can definitely check them out. Lots of great stuff there. I was on the way down here with the road trip and was really just kind of taking a look at everything that they had. And it's just phenomenal, the stuff they had. Almost got looped in there. Does he have a man? Yeah, he's got men open. Oh, my goodness. Knocked the guy down, but I think he'll get to stand back up. So definitely complete. Definitely complete there. Hey Chelsea. Alright, everybody's got to go wild because that's the one I was telling you guys about. That's the only reason I get to travel. So if you guys want me to be in Dallas and be here and be there, we gotta get her buy-in. That's just the bottom line. So thanks for joining.
Well, she ought to really love this one. Semi-contracted to be back to Dallas in a couple weeks. So.
Yep. That's going to be good for a Gridiron Buzz Network first down. We'll move the chains. So there it is, 17 minutes and counting on the third quarter. 35-minute running halves. Again, in the fourth quarter, last 2 minutes, it's a special clock rule. It's 8-second runoffs per play. There's a couple of differences. The clock can run on like a completed pass inbounds type thing that'll run down. But it's 1st and 10, and here come the Raiders. They're down 7, and I called it just a few plays ago. Just a few more plays is all it needed to happen, and the Raiders are going to be in the end zone. So I'm not too far off on my prediction.
We'll see if they can dodge the box.
The box, yep. The box is definitely gonna be the deciding factor. I think coming in clearly. If I was in Pat's position, I would be calling the box pretty quickly as soon as something actually broke loose here, and it could be the next play or two. We got the cheerleaders going wild. We're ready to go. There we go. The pom-poms worked the last time. Got like a 60-yard gain. Yep. So I fully anticipate this to be a thing. Gonna back them up. It looks like. Dr. Bob studying pretty hard in there. Mr. DJ Darren Giamatti himself in the building. Not in the building. On my screen. Wish you were here, man. I can see DJ doing some shootout stuff.
Yeah. I think he's got a team that would fit well with this rule set. Now, the box might drive him nuts.
Yeah, the box. I think I could see him throwing that box pretty...
Against the wall, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. What's going on, man? Glad you could join us.
Probably throw it under the table, stomp on it a little bit.
Yeah.
Take it to a voodoo priest to have it blessed or something.
You never know. Never know. Does anybody want to switch their vote? I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah. We need to even out this vote here.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. Go switch your vote. I don't even know if it'll let you, but you can just comment in the comments below it or something. I switch. I don't know. I was surprised by how heavy-handed that was. Definitely Pat's been on our feature games a little more than...
But it's actually closed up. I checked it during the halftime break. It's actually closed up a little bit, which is interesting. A lot of people coming in late, and Dr. Bob finally ended up with some love. It still would set up for about a 10-point, now almost a 10-point under 10-point difference.
Pass. Shaking the box, he said. Looks like no result, and that's a touchdown. Now does anybody want to change their vote? Now's your chance. Friday Night Legends touchdown. There you go. Friday Night Legends touchdown. Use code word BUZZ10. Get yourself 10% off. Those proceeds do go back to the network. And one new sponsor that we have actually picked up, and this is the very first time we have ever put this on air. And just want to really just kind of highlight some things here because this is pretty cool. Let's get our score updated, and I want to talk about this for a second. We're going to post this after the conclusion of this game, but Amazon has been kind enough. We've actually picked up an affiliate with Amazon. So basically what happens is we're going to post this link on the Gridiron Buzz network page. If you hit that link, you can shop just like you would shop any other time on Amazon, but it will actually, the proceeds will actually go right to the Gridiron Buzz Network. So we get percentages based on those products. So while you're doing your birthday shopping, your Christmas shopping, buying different things, if you just go there, click the link. It's very basic. It's Amazon. It gives us an affiliate code. It definitely helps us grow the network. So it's going to be pretty cool. I'll post that link at the conclusion of the game. Unfortunately, Amazon doesn't give you just like a keyword to use or a search to use, but it's a short code. We'll put that up there. So if you guys are looking for new tweak pliers or looking for anything, it doesn't have to be even electric football related. It definitely goes back to help the network just because you used our code to shop Amazon. So we would definitely appreciate your support. The more that we have to work with, definitely the more we can do, the more we can travel, the more we can bring you electric football.
So we're lined up here for a kickoff in a 14-14 game now. 11 minutes left in the third quarter, 11:49. Been a tough game so far. You know, we've seen some defense. We've seen, some surges in offense. Almost to the point you think, okay, this is it. They're breaking out. We've seen the box come into play. We've seen some turnovers. We've seen a lot of different action here. And I think the the Panthers have elected to come out, just take it to the 20 here now.
I don't blame them there.
11 minutes left in the third quarter. Both teams have all their scrambles.
2 scrambles per half. So that's pretty cool. That's unique to the Texas Shootout as well. Basically, those scrambles work like this. Quarterback option, or quarterback has the ball and they're in shotgun formation. The board stomps. Maybe they need to roll out, so they'll swap out, put that mobile in. The mobile quarterback will roll out of the pocket. The board will stop again and complete a pass just like nothing ever happened. So most realistic thing we've ever got going on.
Right. A lot of people commenting on the box, and as you would think, for the most part, it's been a warm reception to the box. It's our first run with it, and I'm really liking it. I think it's going to cause us to even go back to our local league and do some adjustments. We're going to have to really study this chart some, and I'm not really into reinventing the wheel. No. If it's working good for a group, working good for a league, certainly look to try it. We have several different styles out there when you come to Toe Pro and some other things. Look, folks, you're not going to ever understand or like something unless you put it on the board and try it. And then you can make your faster judgment on it.
Yep.
But
giving credit where credit's due, that's credit out to Mr. Reggie Rutledge as far as coming up with this Texas-style shootout. And it's definitely a game changer. Could you imagine a whole room full of this? I mean, I know it's happened, but on the Gridiron Buzz Network? Come on, man. And that's a completed pass. We're going to get all the adjustments. We're going to get a box shake now.
Coach Shimani talking about things for the shootout. He thinks he'd like the box style too. I do as well. You just have to be willing to live by the sword and die by the sword with this box. Sometimes it helps you out, and sometimes it puts you in unsurmountable positions sometimes. And we've seen it kind of play out today. We haven't really seen any real.
Yeah, no ejections, no injuries yet.
Right.
And that's the thing, and that's the craziest part. Your guy can be out for the whole game. Like, you better have a backup quarterback. You're going to have a backup running back. Things like what we talked about earlier. Norbert Rebels and the captain, and that captain gets kicked out. I mean, not that Norbert's not good, but the captain's out. I mean, what do you do? Those are game-changing decisions at that point that you got to figure that stuff out.
Well, even Coach Shimoni's sitting here now talking about it. He said he'd probably like it in the season and love it, or like it in the season and probably hate it during the playoffs, and then he's talking about he wants to try to divide her as well. So that's a style that I've never played either. I'm not sure how I would fare in that, but it's an interesting concept. And shout out to the guys up in Chicago with Jimbo and Coach Frank Johnson up there, my fellow Bearbait, and it's. I don't know. I can't say I'd like it or not. I haven't tried it. So.
Yep. Lots of everybody has their way of playing, and I'm fascinated. I'm definitely going to be doing some rule set review on this. I think there's a lot of really cool stuff to take away. You may even come up with something even different on top of it and figure out something your own way. There's no right or wrong way to play electric football. Just play. I mean, at the end of the day, just play.
As long as that switch is getting turned on, you're doing something right.
Yep. Hey, Big Salty, it's his birthday, it looks like. DJ giving him a shout-out, so that's very cool. Glad you could join. Hopefully we'll see you in a few months at the Capital City Clash.
Yeah, I miss me some Big Salty. He's one of my faves, and we go back with some history, and we played a game in Dallas that it just warmed me over all over. It wasn't even about winning and losing. It was just about the ability to sit across the field and play a legend like that. And I appreciated the game, and would love to have the opportunity to do that again.
3rd and 6. Third and 6 it is. Panthers are on the drive, but they're not making it very far. It's 3rd and 6. This is a big play right here for the Raiders. I mean, I think a stop in this side, a decent punt, he may go up. I mean, again, if you guys want to change your vote, you got time. The game's not over. I'm not going to judge you too hard.
Well, we're starting over now with 7 minutes left in the third quarter. We haven't proved anything yet.
No, except both teams have had great passes and great defense and pretty tough game. I would have thought with as much time as what this game actually had, the score would be like 100 points.
Yeah, because, and you give this much time to a TLC tournament, and we don't have enough numbers on the scoreboard. They kind of run up and down, but also you're seeing this defense that are actually stopping play after play after play, and it's just it's a really cool play style.
Oh wow, definitely a hit there. Great pass, big pass there.
Isn't it just a little shock to even every time that box gets shaked? It's.
You never know, man. Never know. No adjustments from the box. Not every box dice roll actually creates some sort of issue. It's a potential for that. And that's going to be good for a Gridiron Buzz Network first down. First and 10, Panthers are on the drive. They may come right back at it. It's 14-14 off 3 timeouts each remaining in the game. Again, we're just in the third quarter. We got a whole 35 minutes past this, and I'd say it's probably more like 40 or 45 just due to how that last 2 minutes of the game runs. It's an 8-second runoff on that.
Well, I don't want to say this too early, but locked up like this, I'm not sure what the overtime rules are in the league. We'll try to get that clarified, but what you're watching here play out is strategy and kind of the look of the draw running neck and neck. And where the strategy comes in is, the roll of the dice knows no mercy. It's not a friend of anybody. It just does what it does. And if you catch a bad roll, then you have to find a way. You have to figure out a way to overcome that And that's where the strategy comes in, the experience comes in. What do I do when I get beat on this, or I lose, or I get a flag, or my best player goes down? All those things factor into how you coach.
Yep. And that it does. The box is either for you or against you. Those are your options.
Welcome in, Johnny, and our newfound West Coast friend, Mr. Cleon. We had a great weekend last weekend with the West Coast guys. Some tremendous hosts out there. They showed up and they showed out, and that's what we asked them to do. You know, the Final Four was dominated with West Coast players. Congratulations to Marty Thomas, our TOC Fault Line Rumble champion. Put on a heck of a clinic. Just has a really, really strong Bills team. Great coach. Another coach a lot of people may not have heard about because he doesn't put himself out there a whole lot, but he's on the map now. He beat a room full of terrific competition. We just had a great time all the way around. So the next TOC coming up is going to be in close to Washington, D.C., and we hope to see you out there at the Clash. We need some of the West Coast guys now to travel. Bring your stuff to the East Coast, and that's what this game's all about. That's what this hobby's all about. We can't wait till we get to events and things. I mean, we just get more hugs and pats on the back than what we can handle sometimes. So we're going to see what the Panthers got here coming out of somewhat of a split pro set.
Yeah, second and 22 though. They just got a huge sack. Raiders definitely needed that to get some momentum going, and almost got them again.
Right.
Got those pom poms going. That's what that is.
Yep, that's pom pom power there.
Never underestimate the pom poms or the box.
They're going to call this a throwaway, so it's going to be 3rd and 22. Pretty bad situation to be in down close to your own goal line here, but the Raiders brought pressure up the middle, and also from the left, Cam had nowhere to go.
Big play here for the Raiders. They definitely are going to need to stop, make some things happen there. We'll get the kick if Pat doesn't convert. I mean, 3rd and 22, it's possible. It's not impossible. But if Pat doesn't convert, we're going to see a punt here, and we could get some momentum. So you guys still have time to change your votes. Both of these guys are great coaches, huge fans of both of them. Don't want to see either one of them lose. Somebody obviously has to be a winner. We're going to see an audible coming out of the backfield. We're going to take that running back, and we got the pom-poms going. I don't know if you guys can hear them on the mic, but they are doing their thing. They're ready to go. 3rd down. I think this is a pivotal play in the game right now.
It very well could be.
I think it just set up that way. Oh. He's got a man open on the right. What's he going to do? Oh, it's going to be a scramble. So this is, you get 2 scrambles per quarter, or per half rather, per half. 2 scrambles per half, and basically you're going to get an opportunity to move Cam Newton out of the pocket and maybe hit this receiver over on the side. But you never know, you may end up getting sacked, and maybe there's a lot of things that are about to happen right here.
He's got some pretty good pressure in his face. I mean, he's going to try to run away from that pressure, but this is going to be dynamic, whatever comes out of it.
Missed him just in time. So he rolled him out to the left. Throw it away, he said. Wow. 4th down. 4th down in his own end zone.
And that kind of hurt because, that was one of the scrambles there. It looked like he was going to try to make a play out of it and ended up just not nowhere to throw. That would have done a lot to pick that first down and keep this drive alive here.
Is Pat going to go for it? Is he going to go for it?
Kind of looks like he's sitting.
I didn't hear the box shake.
Maybe shaking later. it looks like he's setting up in an actual formation.
Oh my gosh.
He's going to gamble here and try to go 4th and 22 from the shadow of his own goal line here.
Wow, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter as soon as this play ends. Hey, what's going on, Steve? Good to see you. Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate that. We always try to keep things moving. We got a lot of good stuff coming in. Hopefully we'll have more. No, we are going to see a punt. Okay. I was going to say, there's our punt rules. And then we're going to get the guys moving around. Here comes the box shake. So there we go. They'll call it out. They've got it set up.
Like they call it 31, which would be a 40-yard punt and no return.
30 yards, no return. It's going to be 1st and 10, and the Raiders have the ball back. And we're going into 4th quarter. Fourth quarter it is, 35 remaining minutes in the game. The last 2 minutes are a little bit special. They do something a little different in the Dallas Miniature Football League. You've got a rundown on the clock, so every play takes 8 seconds. There's some options that are available. If like a catch is completed in bounds, the clock will continue to run. Each team still has 3 remaining timeouts remaining in the game. So we're getting a change of possession, make sure we get all those things going on. And we're going to have a special guest here in the booth. I don't have to talk by myself and talk to myself and answer myself all the time. Mr. Brandon Wooder, doing pretty well, man. How are you? How's the trip?
Oh, it's doing really well. I enjoyed California a whole lot. Glad to be home, though.
Yep.
Love Texas, and I'm glad that we're actually showing the Texas Shootout rules right now.
Yeah, first time on the Gridiron Buzz Network to show Texas Shootout rules. I knew that they had a different rule set, just didn't know all the intricate details. Not sure I got them all still 100% now, but we're close enough. I'm catching on, and I like it. I think it's cool. I think we were talking earlier, Reggie Rutledge was a big influence as far as what all this has become, and you know, Texas Shootout, I've seen that, but I just thought that was the name of a tournament. No, that's an actual rule set.
It's a rule set. That's actually what I grew up playing. Reginald Rutledge is essentially my uncle. It's my dad's best friend in the same fraternity. So it's kind of home for me. I feel real familiar actually playing the rule set.
Yep. It definitely lends itself to a lot of possibilities. You may play somebody in like a Tournament of Champions TOC style rule set, and then you come in here and like the world is different.
We literally joke about it. When we leave tournaments, we have to like sit down and have a mental break and change back to our rule set because it's so much different.
Yeah, like a debriefing thing. I can definitely see that. I think going into Deep South, and that's one thing, you know, I didn't really realize. I know there's a lot of rule sets, but man, this is still football, and I think it's great football, but it's first time seeing it. I'm over here trying to call it, you know. Is that going to be complete? Yeah, it looks like it.
Complete pass to a wide receiver there.
Yep, left-hand side of the screen. We're not gonna see a box shake. Well, do you think the box shake comes after the just kind of stop the board? Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. That's an angry box shake, he said.
The safety looked like it rolled up on the left-hand side that left that whole side open right there.
34-19.
Uh-oh. Looks like the board is having a little trouble with electricity right now. Oh, there it is. Uh-oh. What happened?
Wow. Big play. Is that a touchdown right off the bat? Wasn't it? I believe he scored.
Did he score? Yeah, he scored.
Scored on a touchdown. Board cut off, come back on, touchdown.
21-14. Well, now it's crunch time now. Let's see how Pat reacts to the pressure of being down by one score with about 30 minutes to go.
Yep. 30 minutes to go, and that seems like a long time, but again, it's moving pretty fast, really. I mean, 4 quarters. I mean, you're talking 140 minutes of football, plus plus some stoppage here and there, and that's just incredible. Don't know what happened to the board over there, but I'm glad it's okay. I'm glad we don't have to tap on the board for the rest of the game to make the thing happen. It might be a long day at that point.
It'd be a real long day to tap on the board.
Yep. But it was an angry box shake.
It was. I think it was more excitement too. Like this, we're finally ahead. I think I'm gonna score on this play. Don't mess me over, box. But the box has played a huge role in this game. Pat has a fumble to himself that could have potentially been a touchdown, and a drop pass that was, to me, all but a touchdown. So that's played a really big role. Let's see if the percentages play out and go in his favor now.
Yep. Yeah, definitely could. I mean, clock management is going to be a big thing. I don't know that you kill 30+ minutes on one drive. I don't think that's a thing. But use as much as you can and then try to get a quick defensive stop. There's that box shake. You can see it in the background. We're going to figure out where the kickoff goes.
94 should be end zone. Okay.
Yep, there you go. I got the rules right here. I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah, you have the rules.
Yeah, I'm learning.
Our box shake is a little bit different than the DFW EFL league, so
yep.
Have to get used to the differences.
Yep, there's some slight differences, and I would say based on the play style, you might make some adjustments on those dice rolls if you want to maybe open the range up a little more, that kind of thing. But I think these guys they've got a good feel for it. I mean, we've got a big chart over here. They're turning around, figuring out. Oh, did you have me flipped? Let's flip that around. Whoop.
Yeah. And California actually plays a variation of the shootout rules too. So they the CAEFL and the LFEFL also play this style of rules. It's a few variations they can stack on the center, but nowhere else. But it's kind of the same thing.
Yep. Sorry about that, guys. I hit the wrong button. I was over here. I was like, well, here we go. Yeah, Dr. Bob did score. It's 21-14. You still have time to change your vote. You can do that. It was pretty lopsided last night. It got kind of crazy in a hurry. It was like 5-28 or something at one point for Dr. Bob to Pat as far as who would win.
Okay,
put it up on the poll. And I was like, I didn't think it'd be that lopsided. But we just saw this matchup in L.A. Obviously not this rule set, but we just saw it. And Dr. Bob clearly, took that one, and then took Marty, the eventual champion, to take him out. So,
absolutely, Dr. Bob is serious. He has some of the best equipment in the nation. He has some really good schemes, and he even has custom poses by Mike Weingartner, one of the best painters in the hobby.
Who was here? I think he still is here.
Yeah,
where'd he go?
The infamous Mike Weingartner is somewhere in the house.
Yeah, I saw him earlier. I was talking to him. I was like, man, I just need just give me an ounce of your talent and I'll improve. I mean, just anything. No catch.
Now we have. Okay, it's a catch to number 10. He is been called the most feared guy in the Deep South. He's definitely feared in the DFW EFL. Let's see if he can actually make some moves here and juke the safety to tie the game up.
Yep, this could be a big play right here. So the box, no result on it, and that's the cool part. Not every time you roll the box, you're going to see something happen. They could just be okay. Play is normal, but you definitely take a gamble there, I think, and try to get it on.
Absolutely, I've had a game where I've had 4 fumbles, so the box can definitely change things and.
Right into your living room on the right-hand side.
Ooh,
broken tackle. Wow, so that's good enough for a Gridiron Buzz Network first down. That was a big play.
It's a huge play. The safety came over and was able to grab his ankles after he fell down and drag him to the ground. Let's see if the momentum switches now. If we can get if Carolina can actually get on the board, and let's see if the momentum changes and see if we can get a good defensive stop.
Yeah, definitely need something here. I think Pat's had some big plays here, so it's not that it can't happen. I mean, if that guy didn't grab him by the shoestrings, he was taking it to the house. There was nobody around. I mean, but hit him hard and still got the tackle.
Absolutely, it'd be 21-21 right now.
Yep, certainly would.
And this is actually a rematch of last year's Super Bowl.
Yep.
Dr. Bob won that one also. I'm not exactly sure of the score, but I know it was close. So we're up for a good ending here shortly.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to come down to the wire. I mean, I think this is the last 1 or 2 play situation. I don't see anybody running away with this game in the next 20 minutes. I mean, even if you go down 2 scores, it's not the end of the world. But with as much time that's left, but you don't want to go down 2 scores being 3 or 4 minutes left. That's going to be pretty tough.
Absolutely. And with the 2-minute warning rule, the clock stops when you go out of bounds or different things like that. Basically, real football, it could add an extra like 15 minutes to the game.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's a huge factor right there. A lot of pressure at the quarterback. Let's see if Cam Newton can handle it and complete the pass.
Certainly did.
Good
Left-hand
hit.
side of your screen. We're probably going to – I always want to shake the box. See, I'd get too antsy. Like, shake the box now. It's like, wait a minute. Oh, they did, but that would be me like every play. I don't know why.
Shaking the box can change the game, either positive or negative.
Yep. Yeah, I would. I'd just be antsy just shaking the box. Is it only the defensive coach that can shake the box? Or is it can be either coach anytime?
Either coach anytime can shake the box. Typically, you won't shake it if you have a positive play.
Yeah. You don't want to take that risk. You have nothing. You have a few things to gain, but just take what you got and be thankful.
Absolutely. Because there's injuries, too. Like, I've had a game where I've seen a couple of games when their main quarterback is injured. And that means you're running quarterback and you're throwing quarterback. So you have to have a backup quarterback in this style of play.
That's tough, man.
If not,
that's super tough.
I actually had a game against Hudson. He beat me, Don Hudson, with his backup quarterback. So that was a very humbling moment.
That's intense. That's intense. Yeah, I can barely pass with one quarterback. Then you want to take that away from me and say, here, pass with this? Man, that's insane. That's insane. That's what we were talking about. Like, if we put some of those rules in like a TOC format, where guys are getting like knocked out of tournaments, and oh my gosh, just the anger level of some of these things. First down? Okay, so they're going to call it first down.
Absolutely, it'll be difficult. People have to bring more men and have to be ready to adjust to certain things that happen.
I saw the rule set, and that's what I was looking at. It said, you gotta outfit your team with at least 22 guys. Well, the problem is if you got a guy that gets knocked out in the game, you're short.
You're short one. Absolutely.
You're short, man. Like, I mean, you might have a guy that I guess has to play Iron Man. I don't know.
It would be fun though. We even entertained the idea of doing like multiple game injuries.
Yep.
So if you get hurt in this game, you'd be out for a certain amount
I
of time.
could see that too. In like a league situation, certainly that would be a thing. I think that would be fun. Because I mean, if you maybe make a hitman type guy or something like that, that's a complete pass too. So yeah, here we go. I'm like already.
Cam Newton with a great pass to their tight end.
Yeah, that's a great pass, man. That's a long
looks like
pass.
he might be over the safety. If not, there's a block there. Let's see if he can make this turn.
Major penalty coming up.
Oh,
they're going to back him up.
A major penalty on Carolina. It could be after the play, though, so they do have to run the play and see what happens. But if this goes on and he scores, this would be like maybe the third big impactful body shake against the Carolina
huge.
Panthers.
That's huge right here. That is huge. Oh, that hurts.
So this is the third touchdown call back. I guess Carolina didn't pay the refs enough. So now he has to try to do this again 10 yards further away.
It's 1st and 20. Oh, it is second down.
2nd and 20?
I was at 1st and 20.
I'm not sure.
1st and 20. There we go. 1st and 20.
First
First
and 20.
I was like, I was pretty sure I was right. Steven LeGros said he would shake the box while you're passing. That's good strategy there. I do like that.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's kind of like trying to kick a field goal with the board on. I mean, that's like I was like, what in the world? Love it though.
It's extremely tough, but it's to me it's realistic. It gives you the fear of getting hit while you're kicking the ball, and it leads to a lot of wide lefts and wide rights and doinks.
Yeah. Pat needs to maybe go get a different box or something.
He needs to get a different box, or I don't know, grab a rabbit's foot or something.
Oh my goodness. Woo.
I just know he needs to stay away from Vegas.
Yeah, not right now. No lightning strikes coming in, nothing crazy. The cheer. They're gonna get charged with a timeout. They're gonna be down to 2 timeouts. First timeout of the half. Doesn't stop. It keeps running. So the clock does keep running in this situation. But they can maybe kind of reset on the play, get some better like play clock time, that kind of stuff. So rather than actually stop everything, regular clock keeps running.
The Oakland cheerleader is going crazy right now.
Yeah, she knows. Like she knows. Like the pressure has to be on. A turnover right here. Dr. Bob and the momentum that he's got right now.
Yeah. Steven has the best strategy on that one.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And he's tall enough, he could probably just sit it on my head for the rest of it. I mean, like, come on, Steven. I'm trying to play, man.
So we have a good receiver here open.
Yeah, looks good bottom center of the screen.
Completion.
Yep.
But there's a safety in the back. He looks like he's in position to make the stop.
There's that box being shook in the background. There you go. That's the one that's tearing him up right now.
Let's see if the safety can make the tackle or if the receiver can make one move. If he makes one move, it's a great chance he's going to end up in the end zone. And we have a tall ball game. Right now, the defense is reacting. You have 20 seconds to react in this league to be able to make the tackle, and you're not able to move your receiver or pivot your receiver.
So no turn and burn.
No turn and burn. So that's, to me, is the biggest reason why the scores are not astronomical with the amount of time that we play.
That's true. That's true because get him.
He's on. Uh-oh. The
measure.
cornerback came up and made the play. I didn't see him there.
It's up to the 22.
Second.
89 pass, 89, 26 on the tackle.
Want to talk strategy. I'm not sure how loud I am to them. But
Oh, you're good.
okay, so basically, in this case, I've seen where the flat has always been open against the Oakland Raiders. So if I'm the Carolina Panthers, I'm gonna try to run off the tackle, or I would try to have a receiver come out the backfield on the flat, because it's typically open with the way that the Oakland Raiders is lining up their offensive line. Greg Olsen has also been known to be one of the best receivers out there too. He's the little mini-me on the left hand side of the top side of the screen right now.
Yep. I like it. No, Steven, this is not front of base tackling only, so that's this is any touch.
It's any touch at all times, any touch. The main difference is, I guess, in the run game is after 10 yards, the defense can stop the board during the run, and they can pivot any unengaged player towards the runner. So that kind of gives you a reaction of a safety coming down and to the box and helping out the O-line.
1st and 10 it is, so they did give him the first down spot.
Number 10 should be open in the flat on this play here. It's the running back on your top side. Ooh, good stop.
Good board speed today too. You know, that's something that's important as well.
It's a lot of open receivers on this one.
He definitely hit him right at the 20-yard line.
Steve Smith, is he fast enough to outrun the Oakland Raider that's right there? It's a good pivot by Dr. Bob there.
Box shake. No outcome for that. So we're gonna see the chains move a little bit. This could. I don't know. We're gonna take it to the house? I think so.
Yeah, I'm looking now. Look like depends on how fast the receiver is. I think 26, which is the corner on the top side of the Oakland defense, made the tackle last play. He was really fast.
Little bump play.
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
Hindsight's 20/20, but if it had been me, I'd have thrown to the tight end right there on the top end side, right below 20, because he had nobody ahead of him. So
what was it, second? Maybe a gain of about 4. 5. Let's go with second. All right, we got some more royalty online. Mr. Jim the Hope Davis.
What's up, Jim?
What's going on? I got Brandon Woodard in the booth with me, finishing up the game. How'd you do in Renaissance League today? I saw some polls go out about things. He called me. He's like, "How do I do a poll?" I said, "Yeah, let me show you how to do this poll real quick." So we got some polls going out about.
We're going to start
Should Brandon retire? I don't know if that's a thing yet. I mean,
oh yeah.
Yeah,
I only have 4 balls. Man.
4. Only 4. Yeah.
I've been blessed.
Yep. Brandon's a huge ambassador for the hobby. Does a lot of great stuff. Has helped our league out, the Thunder Valley League, tremendously. You know, that's one of the things. He's like, here's some bases. I'm like, what's that for? Put them on our teams. Everybody's excited. Gave a lot of, new life to our league, and we're going to try to broadcast that. I'm thinking it may be the first week of March. That's kind of what we're aiming at. We've got Deep South coming up next week. I need like a weekend to recover, maybe.
I appreciate the kind words.
No, man. So, but then we're gonna have. I think Thunder Valley is probably aiming at about the first week of March. Is what that looks like. Got AK Fox in there. Ooh, man, those livers came in closed.
We're not locked in for a weekend on our playoffs, the DFW EFL, but it'll most likely be towards the end of February or early March. Like Don Hudson, Pepper Woods, myself, Oscar Woodard, we're all in the league down here in Dallas. Okay. I might retire if the poll goes right.
If the poll goes right.
And we have the infamous Michael Robinson. He's back now. So, touchdown for the Carolina Panthers. 21-21. So let's see how the momentum changes off of this play. Hopefully not. Well, I think that right now we can definitely see how big this kickoff is going to be, and then also can the Carolina Panthers defense hold up. Dr. Boss is doing a good job in at the backfield, getting receivers open, especially the tight end. Let's see if the linebackers or the secondary cover corners can actually help.
Yep, Isaac, it's Texas Shootout, that's for sure, and we've got a shootout right here at the OK Corral, Owens Hearing Center, Dr. Bob's home office, and yeah, it's intense.
17:30. Score is tied at 21-all. What's the most unique place you've ever played? Both teams have a timeouts. Carolina has one scramble. That was so we played the Doctors.
Yep, played electric football in a doctor's office in Dallas, Texas, a week after LA, 2 weeks after Cincinnati, and a week before Atlanta.
I don't know how y'all do it, man.
I don't
must
know
have
either.
like a sponsorship by Red Bull and Monster. Or
You know, that's not a bad idea, but I'm already kind of high-strung as it is. You start letting me drink some of that stuff, oh, jeez. It's game over right there.
Well, we have a couple more tournaments coming up, too. We have the Clash coming up here in April. Then we have the River City Blast coming up soon. Chattanooga, which is a beautiful place. If you've never been to Tennessee, it's gorgeous down there. I never knew it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That's only about 2.5, 3 hours from us, something like that. All the way to Chattanooga. That was the maiden voyage of the Gridiron Buzz Network for Tournament of Champions.
Okay.
Like we figured it. I feel like we kind of came a long way, and I think we have. But I don't know.
Y'all come a long way. Remember when y'all first came out, y'all had like the webcams, and stuff, the 1080p webcams. Now we have like the Walmart camera that picks up the serial numbers on top.
Yeah.
Leaps and bounds improvement, man. I think y'all will get the hobby to the next level.
Yep. We've got a long way to go still. A lot of man, that
offensive line definitely did. He has a wide open receiver.
Wide open man, and I don't think he has any help over top. I think that safety came up and was engaged. Incomplete. Big play. Yeah, looked right over the top of him.
Kenny Stabler is yelling right now, throwing footballs and drinking a beer as we speak after that miss.
Oh, from a replay? Sure. It was incomplete. All right, so it went right over the top of him. So
okay, he's looking at the replay right now.
I got it. I'll reset it.
Great.
All right, so we're right here on this side. It's going to take a second to reload up. So we had a referee in the booth. They're going to look at the pass. Let's go right here.
Collin, Tennessee.
And then
it's behind.
It's behind him. It hit right here.
Oh, you're looking at it over here?
Yeah. So I can do it again.
Yeah. You zoom in.
Yeah, let's bring this up a little better.
Is this live now?
So they can't see this screen.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to get the whole. Let's see if we can. Let's see if I can get a zoom going.
So right now the referees are under the hood, trying to make a decision that could be a huge part of this game right here.
Give me that. Let's go back and play it.
And don't pay attention to the game clock. We're going to stop it.
Yeah, I think I did stop it, but it will be reset. Let's see where it bounces right here. Come on, is it playing? Oh, my bad. Here. We're gonna get a pass. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Oh, now it's on fast forward. I was like, what's going on? All right, we'll slow it down. We got multiple looks. All right, here we go. Half speed.
We're looking at different angles right now to get the best call.
You say it bounces in front of him?
Yeah, it looks like it bounces right there.
It's behind him.
Like right in there.
Right.
And that would be correct on that one. So let's see. And
this is a huge call because if he hits his pass, if it's complete, he could score.
it's incomplete. This is over the top.
It's confirmed that the pass is incomplete.
15:38 on the original. Yep, we'll get that reset. So, referee went under the booth.
Okay.
Game clock is back and running at 15:38 to start. So that's going to bring up. Is that going to bring up third down? I believe.
Steve, is it second or third down?
Second or third?
Steve.
Second or third? Second down.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I had moved it because they had to call it incomplete, and then they came back. All right, cool.
Every time the referee goes on the hood, sometimes it gets me confused.
Yep. A lot of things going. I'm trying to help them out, slow it down. Yep.
Okay.
A lot of excitement there. So definitely, it looked like it kind of just went around behind them, kind of to over the top. It didn't. With the pass that hard, if that would have hit him, definitely would have saw some movement also from the base.
The base and the deflection of the ball.
Yeah, and it never changed direction at all. So, you win some, you lose some, but that's why we have replays, and that's why we've got it. But we do.
Let me explain the audibles. I'm not sure if y'all covered it already, but the way it works is you can move anybody in your backfield, so you can move all three players, and the defense gets one move. If you move a person out of the backfield, it's just your only move, and the defense gets one move also. So what that does, it forces the defense to stay balanced because you could put the whole backfield behind the center and run, or fan both his running backs out. Good pressure there. Is anybody open? And you can throw to engage receivers.
Yes, you can, but they're just down at the spot at that point, right?
Absolutely. And I think a scramble was called.
Yeah, so is that a second one for the game or for the half? I believe.
I think it's the second one. So he has to stand in the pocket from here on out. So. And those scrambles are like the golden ticket for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. You use them very carefully.
Yeah. Yep. I would say so. Yeah. So much for their sponsorship.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're already in Facebook jail. We can't even stream to our own thing. Now, the candy shops are all coming. Hey, we want checks. We want this. That's okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No, you're good, man. We're just messing with you. We talked about Campbell's soup. We shouldn't talk about Campbell's soup. Campbell's soup in Canton, all the boards had Campbell's soup underneath them. No, it's okay, man. We're just messing with you.
Uh-oh. Kenny Stabler's going to keep it. Oh, good. It opened up for him.
Yep.
Kenny make the turn. All right. And the reason why he stopped it before and shook the box before he went out of bounds, if the quarterback or the runner goes out of bounds, it's a fumble. It's the ball stays there with the offense. Wow.
That's going to be good for Gridiron Buzz Network. First down.
So now it's getting down to the point where you have to kind of think about strategy. That the clock is steadily clicking down. Do you go ahead and let him score? Do you depend on your defense? Kind of the different thoughts there.
Yep. I think. I don't know. I think you try to play defense right here.
I would definitely try to play defense.
With this much time, play defense. It's not time just to let that go through. I mean, if you get down in like maybe the 5-minute mark, I think you let them get. That way, you have at least a chance to come back. It's a tie ball game right now. You know that. I mean, Ken Stabler's going to have to run the ball the rest of the game, or he's going to get sacked. So
absolutely, has to stay in the pocket.
Yep. Yeah. So Kenneth Allen was asking about if that was a challenge if they lost a timeout. I think we left it open to what they wanted to do. At the Gridiron Buzz, we don't try to be the referees. We always just let the only people to look at it as far as an instant replay. If there's something that is under review, the referees are the only ones to come back. That way we don't have 15 people back here trying to argue a call. The referees call stands. We can show them on a separate screen basically what's going on. But no, they have to appeal to the referees. The referees agree that they want to look at it again. They will. Otherwise, the referees have the score. Or the call itself. So.
And that wasn't technically a challenge because in this league there's actually a box shake for a challenge.
Yep. That was different.
It hit the front guy.
I look like I saw something hit, so we'll see if they go to it or not. Okay, so there's a challenge.
11-10.
11-10. We're going to stop the clock. We've got a review here. I've got a good shot at this. We're going to go here. I'm going to slow it down on like a half speed. And I don't know who the intended receiver was. I could not hear because we were talking over it. But I will show you in just a second.
Hit 22.
Maybe if it's coming. There we go. We got motion. It'll take just a second.
So what Pat's thinking is that
I'm going to change angles and you're going to see it. It's going to be, let's move this up a little bit. Can we speed it to one time? And then I'll slow it down for us. And then,
so Pat's thinking to hit this.
okay, so he's going to hit right here. It hit somebody.
Hit the front guy.
I don't know if you're going to be able to hit the guy.
Okay, it'll go.
I thought I hit the white guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll back it up. 11-10.
Yep. What's the time?
11-10.
11-10.
11:10 on the time. The clock is running, and we've got the correct call. So second down, no gain. Cool. Instant replay, Gridiron Buzz coming in twice.
Exactly.
Coming in twice.
I'll have you at every game.
Yeah, I'm going to show you guys what this looks like if we catch a break in the action. I don't want to miss the football to be able to do it, but obviously once this posts after our live, you can always go back and watch it. But definitely, it hit a man and down at the spot there. So, hey, Eric Robinson, how you doing, sir? Glad you can join us. Daniel Carrick is on. Oh, sure, no problem. You're good, Ken. I know how that goes. Listen, I've asked questions all day trying to figure it all out.
The typical challenge rule is if you want to challenge the play, it's you shake a 12-sided dice and 4 and below. Whoever challenges gets it, and if above that, they don't get it. So, like if you get 4 and below, whoever's challenging gets the challenge, and 5 and above, it's the other way, and you do lose a timeout.
Yep, do lose a timeout. So Oakland did lose a timeout in that situation. Okay. They may have called one. Yep. There we go. So Oakland's actually down to 1 timeout. They used a timeout earlier. We may have missed it during a commercial break or something like that.
That might be big here then.
Yeah, so that's tough.
Okay. Got him. Looked like the swoopers came in and helped there, and then I guess that's the linebacker was strong enough to help push the tight end back.
Big loss of yards there.
So now it's third and
Probably not. Third and 9, he said.
Okay.
Third and 9. 9 minutes to go.
Play.
Yep. So now it's time to make some noise.
Make some noise. The Oakland cheerleader is starting to kind of go look crazy right now. I'm curious to see what the offensive setup is going to be. There's a lot of opportunities there. Let's see if he tries to take advantage of flat or if he tries to go over the top or sneak a run in. Let's see.
Blue 17, open up the side door, is in the building.
What's up, Dave Nichols? Not my nickel. Like Pep Woods would say. Dave, not my nickel.
Oh, my goodness.
I can't wait to watch the Deep South playoff next week. It's gonna be
good.
Great.
Gridiron Buzz will be there.
Gridiron will be there.
We'll be there.
Excellent coverage.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna bring it. Put a few more things with it.
It's audible time here.
Audibles.
This is a big play.
It's a big play in the game.
So it looks like Carolina decided to take away the offensive run and the quarterback run. Riverboat gambling. There's only one safety high, so let's see if this is how's this gonna play out. Whoa, sack!
Oh my!
And it was a great sack.
Wow.
That would have changed the whole dynamic of the game because the running back got out.
Is this a shake the box moment? Just to try
to shake the box moment for sure. I would definitely shake the box.
No.
So is he gonna go for it on 4th?
It's 4th down, man. It's risky. It's probably, what, 4th and 16?
Somewhere around there.
I think based on what I'm seeing here, it's longer than that, man. It might be like 4th and 21, 22. That's pretty good ways back.
Steve, what is it, 4th and?
Oh, okay. I was right. My eyeballs are pretty calculated sometimes.
You're calibrated, man.
Calibrated.
4th and 14.
All right, I said 16 off my first shot. And then I second guessed. There we go. 4th and 14, 7 minutes remaining in the game.
This
all
is
tied up. This is massive, guys. This is massive.
Is he gonna go for it on 4th? Or is he gonna kick it off and depend on his defense? Looks like a punt to me.
I
know what I'd do.
Yeah, me too.
I'd go for it.
Yeah, I mean, unless you get some booming, coffin corner type kick out of this or something, but you risk a run back, you risk a lot of things right here. By not going for it, you know what you got if you go for it.
When you said run back, I got nightmares from Cello in California.
Yeah. No. I think, did we punt? Yeah, he did. 60 yards.
He might have to. I know in our league, if the only time you can go for it is if you're behind in the 4th, or if you're above the 50-yard line and you have less than 5, or within the 35. If not, you have to kick it.
That may be a thing. So yeah,
because it's tied, it might make him do that.
Yep. 60-yarder.
Oh man.
All the way back. So I mean, if he can get the return shut down, I mean, you're going to pin him inside the 5 with about 5 minutes remaining by the time we get there.
But it looks like there's pretty good blocking scheme from the Carolina Panthers, and if the quarterback or not the tight ends can get there, it might be a special show. Could be a touchdown off the run back.
It very well could be. I'm gonna create a new rule and shake the box on shaking the box. Oh, he's got the coverage.
Great special teams play. He hit the halo, meaning that it's actually down there. So now he's pinned.
So it's a catch and a tackle, boom, over. Pinned him inside the 5.
Pinned him inside the 5. So this is where I think any coach that ever played any sport in their life would love to be.
Doesn't get any better than that,
with
folks.
The ball within inside your own 10 with about 5 minutes left in the game to go down and drive it and win it by a field goal or a touchdown.
Yep. Yeah, so, Rafiq, we were just talking about that, as far as Pat going for it, or Dr. Bob going for it, rather. Not exactly sure that that's a possibility in this league. We're going to clarify that.
Curtis. Oh. You can't go for it. Bob couldn't go for it, right? In the 4th down? Because it's tie game?
Yeah. Cannot go for it because he was tied. There we go. So there you go. So that's why we didn't. And then so he essentially got the best possible scenario out of the deal outside of some sort of kickoff or punt return. Yep.
Yeah, that's the best possible thing that could happen for the Raiders. Now he has to worry about be thoughtful of actually getting a safety.
Yep.
Because a safety will win the game right here.
Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough. Damon Lucas is in the house. How's it going, man?
Up,
hope you're not freezing up there in old Michigan. Michigan, as some people might say, but it's Michigan.
Is it freezing where you are in Tennessee?
Man, it was cold, but not bad. I think it's timeout Carolina, so they're going to be down to one timeout. We got one timeout apiece. And essentially, Tennessee's weather, it's like 15 degrees one day, 60 the next, 45 the next, 78 the next, and then it goes to 9 degrees for 2 weeks, and then it'll be real hot again. So I don't know, but it was all right. I mean, it's definitely not LA weather.
Oh no,
LA weather was great.
I stepped off the plane from LA, I almost started crying. It's like, whoa, what is this?
3:43 and counting. We're almost to our special rule set. 2 minutes, and we'll be stopping that.
Let's see now what the strategy is. You have to protect your quarterback from a safety, and also try to get somebody streaking down the sideline or down the middle to be able to get you a field goal.
Yep, that's gonna be a thing.
I know what I'd do. I'd block swoopers and try to run up the middle.
Yep, just keep it simple right here. Nothing crazy, folks. Don't get crazy.
And once again, the 2 minute. Once you hit the 2 minutes, like regular football. So if you run out of bounds, incomplete pass, the actual clock stops.
Yep.
So you have an extra time there. So as long as you get out of this with a little bit left, you're able to go down and drive with 2 minutes left.
A lot of time left. This is that 2 minute drill. Really, that's what you're looking at.
Absolutely. So it's audible time now. Looks like he's trying to get his block that super on the left side.
You can see that. See that tension just on their face, man.
He called the guy in the back. It's a good tackle right there. So he got a little bit more space. Now he's at the 11-yard line.
Yep. So it's at a gain of about 5 yards. So it's going to be 2nd 5.
Clock going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yep. And I believe the clock does stop at 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. So we're going to be on the 11-yard line.
So once again, the clock is like regular football now. So penalties, out of bounds, incomplete passes, the clock actually stops. So your strategy on offense and defense should change.
Certainly, and you can just see the focus and the passion that these guys have. I mean, it's about to get intense right here. They played 138 minutes of football for the last 2 freaking minutes to matter.
Yes, the last 2 minutes. I wouldn't want it any other way.
No, that's insane, guys.
Steve, what's the scramble situation? Okay, so each coach has a scramble. Okay. So 1 timeout for Carolina and 1 scramble. So he can potentially try to use the scramble to get out and get a receiver down the field.
Yep. Here we are. We're in the booth. Woo, we're here. Hey.
How's it going?
That's Brandon. Yeah.
Cowboys all the time.
Oh, God. Get off this. No, man, it's
okay.
okay.
Good to be behind the booth. My first time ever being in.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is, yeah, because most of the time you're, like, playing a championship game, so, like, I can't, like, have you come in and sit on the. I mean, Norbert is the only guy that I've seen that can call his own game.
Uh-oh.
We put a headset on him, and he's over there warming up, and we got he's just doing his thing.
Yeah, Norbert's amazing.
Yeah, and so he's at work right now. He was on earlier. This box is going to give me nightmares someday, I can tell you now.
It definitely will. The box will take a game away from you and give you one.
Yep, no doubt.
So he moved up under the center. Let's see how the defense counters.
So after the conclusion of this play, we will run off potentially 8 seconds. It'll be manual. So if it does bounce around, sorry about that, folks. I'm kind of running everything at once, but we will keep it on
that was an
time.
excellent audible move. So
yep.
Now he has potential to get a sack up the middle.
Yep. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Has he got a man open? I think he does.
He has 1 guy open. Got him.
Definitely a hit. Saw the bounce right off of him.
No.
So
some leagues that might be an interception from the bounce off.
Yep. Oh, that would be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yep. If it bounces before it hits the ground, it hits another man.
Have everybody throwing the ball real soft. This guy's tricky here. He has a slight curve on him. Let's see if he can avoid the tackle and get out of bounds. Oh, nope. Great safety play there.
I got the time. I got game clock 153, 152.
So the game clock is going to go to the ref now. So what you see on our end will be close, but it might not be the exact game clock.
That's true. Yeah,
so right now is looks like Carolina's doing a hurry up. So
3rd and 2.
So that way, once he gets set up, the clock can stop there.
Make sure you're legal on setup.
Yeah, we're going to let them take over on the clock. We don't want to have any kind of controversy with them knowing the rules a little bit better. That's probably the last thing that we need. So we'll let them handle it.
And this would be huge for Pat Morris if he can get this victory. He's been really close a lot of times. I don't want to jinx it. I'm knocking on wood. If he gets this win, it'll break a lot of different things going on. Oh my goodness! Now the receiver's wide open, and he has a safety. He has a safety engaged.
That's trouble.
Uh-oh. And just so y'all can kind of understand what's going to happen, the guy with his arms out actually curves up. So what could potentially happen is he comes off that block and straightens up Christian McCaffrey and takes him to the end zone.
Yep.
This could be the greatest assist in the world. Look out, John Stockton.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't have to pay John Stockton now, do I?
No.
Okay.
No. He probably owes me some money from something. He
great
did help
safety
him.
play.
He did help him, but kind of got in the way. That's going to be a first down.
Let's see. This might be a good thing because now the clock is going to be rolling unless they call a timeout. And it could lead to where it's just a field goal that could win the game. So that could have been the best move possible for Carolina.
Yeah, just to kind of keep it in bounds.
Yeah, so
getting close to, I would say, field goal range maybe?
We're real close right now. It depends on how good his kicker is, but honestly, he's in range now.
Yeah, we're going to get synced up as soon as we get a stop here. About a minute or so left in the game, so we're coming down to the nitty gritty. You don't get any finer than this, folks. What a game this has been. Oh man, what do we have? No.
Christian McCaffrey has been all over the field today. Good hit.
Good hit.
It hit him. So the clock does stop during like adjustments and passing and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's a very finite clock as far as what goes on there.
So this could be big here because he could get turned up and score, but it's just one step closer to that field goal that can win the game.
All right.
Clock is stopped at 58.
Let's see what we got. I know we had another camera on it too. Somebody had a camera phone, so I may have gotten blocked, but I'll be able to see it here in a second.
Someone else who had the camera?
Somebody I saw. Yeah, I couldn't tell who it was.
Barry, did you have that on video?
Give it a
So
second.
right now we're back up under the booth right now.
So we're looking for, did it hit the lineman?
Yeah.
Or did it hit the? So it should be pretty easy to tell.
See, I got blocked right there at the last second, but I think I may have gotten it. I went up top.
It hit 22, didn't it?
Yeah, it hit right here.
Yeah. Okay. Ruling out field is a catch.
So this is huge. When that happens, it means that Dr. Bob loses his last timeout. So if he gets the ball back in this short period of time, he's going to have to do everything in hurry up to even there he is, to be able to have a time.
So it looks like that's no more timeouts left.
Yeah, Carolina calls their last timeout.
22-23-12.
And what's the overall time left in the game? 56 seconds left in the game.
Thank you. Yep, 56. They're first and goal. Oh my goodness, this is tough right here,
This
man.
is tough. I don't know if I would have called that one. I might well try to set up fast and stop it, and then have that one timeout in my pocket if I needed to. If I get sacked or if I need to kick a field goal, might have done that a little different. But hey, I'm sitting in the booth right now, so it's a little bit easier for me to make those decisions.
This is intense. Is this gonna come down to, well, see, the thing is, like, Pat's got to be careful with not scoring so fast.
Exactly.
Because of the rule. I mean, if this is like normal, just clock running, yeah, sure, whatever. But this is not what you're dealing with
at all. So he could potentially score and then get a kickoff return back.
There's a lot. I mean,
it's a whole crazy life thing that can happen.
Oh my gosh, this is intense. Guys, thank you guys so much for joining. I know it's been a long afternoon here, but it's been some great football going on. So. Let's see. Here we go.
We're just making the last adjustments, making sure they have Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I think that's crucial. He has not been kicked out of the game or injured or anything like that. So.
Oh man, there's a huge. Okay. Oakland made the right adjustment at the end because it was wide open for that running back.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Referee's checking the line of scrimmage there. Oh, sack.
Oh my gosh.
Sack.
Clock is running. So
see, right now that one timeout would have came big right now.
Yeah, because that's crucial, because that's a real timeout. That really stops the clock. Where in like the first half, the clock just kind of keeps running. Man, that's crucial.
So, and also he has the time to get aligned properly and get everybody on his team on side. So 30 seconds on. Excellent camera. Ooh. They're not lined up right. Okay. So in this league they play hashes, so this could be pretty big because he's on the right hash.
You have to kick on the correct hash, yeah.
So that means he has to adjust his kicker to
let's see if we can get it off.
Here we go. 2 seconds left in the game.
Uh-oh, this could be the game right here. This is the game, y'all. And he has to kick the ball on the board zone.
Good.
Wow.
That's game.
Wow, and that's going to do it, folks.
No time. So the Carolina Panthers have won a Super Bowl.
Wow.
He no longer has to change to the Buffalo Bills.
It was close. There's your final, 21-24. The Panthers with Mr. Pat Morris over Dr. Bob and the Raiders.
The Big Cat.
Wow.
Has a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So Pat is 1 for 5, but the one is today.
Yep.
And let's enjoy.
Dallas Miniature Football League, stand by for trophy presentation. We're going to keep it right here on the Gridiron Buzz Network. I'm excited, man. That was what an ending. Like, how did 140 minutes to come down to the last 2 seconds? Are you kidding me?
Exactly, on a field goal. The kicker earned his money today. And this is crazy because Pat could win this one, go down to the Deep South and win that one, come back and win the DFW EFL, and then win at Tennessee.
Well, what does that do, man? You're sitting ahead of them right now in the top 10 list on Gridiron Buzz.
I'm extremely competitive, so we'll see. Pat is my boy. We practice probably maybe once every other week or so.
Yeah. Pat's a great guy. We actually had a chance to interview him last night. We're gonna have some additional stuff coming in pretty soon. It was a great conversation, a lot of great stuff. There's your final, folks. 21-24. Pat and the Panthers over Dr. Bob and the Raiders. Stand by for trophy presentation coming up.
Gridiron Buzz Network.
We're going to get some stats here in just a second as they're cleaning up. Looks like the stats are positioned pretty easily. Let's see what we've got here. Let's give you guys a good read off.
Maybe I can get it rolling now and tournaments and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just said that. He might go down with the Deep South, with DFW, and then win Tennessee. Yeah, go to the clash. It's got a leader in it.
All right, let's see what we've got here. Looks like, so box scores, we had the Panthers scoring in the first quarter, and then it was, so that made it 7-0. Second quarter made it 14-7. Third quarter, 14-all at that point. And then, obviously, we had 21-21 all the way through the fourth quarter until the last 2 seconds. Pretty intense stuff there, guys. Really, really nice. Looks like we had Cam Newton with some really solid stuff. He had 2 rushing attempts, 20 yards, 15 completions out of 23 attempts. That was for 346 yards and 3 touchdowns with a quarterback rating of 148. Ken Stabler on this other side had 13 completions out of 19 attempts for 194 yards, quarterback rating 142. Also for rushing, Ken Stabler, 2 rushes, 32 yards, 16 yards per rush. Marcus Allen for 2 rushes for, looks like about 3 yards, so some tough yards there for Marcus Allen. When we look at overall tackles, we had Mike Minter from the Panthers, 3 tackles. And then we had Willie Brown for the Raiders at 3 tackles. So super good stuff there. 1 kick return by Bo Jackson for 27 yards for the Raiders. 15 yards by Chris Samuel for the Panthers. Cam Newton also made the game-winning field goal and the extra points. And Janikowski, 0 field goals for the game. So super stuff there. Let's see if we can go into kind of look at. We're going to have an MVP here shortly. The cars were on display earlier, and then we'll have the trophy presentation just for that. Thank you guys so much for joining. Stay tuned. I'm going to leave it open on this mic, and we'll be right back with you on the Gridiron Buzz Network. Check 1 2. Check check. Check 1 2. Check 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 1 2. Hey, mic check.
Thanks, Dustin.
All right, we're just about underway with our trophy presentation.
All right, guys. Wow, that was another great Super Bowl. We've been blessed to have great competitors and great Super Bowl games. It seems like every year it's a great game, and no different today between these two guys. I couldn't think of two better guys to be in the Super Bowl. But it's our honor to award the Reds Rutledge Trophy to the champions of the DallasMFL in 2018-2019 season, to the Carolina Panthers. Yes, and the MVP of the Super Bowl, there were a couple of guys who this really came down to who had really great games for Carolina. But the MVP of Super Bowl VI with 6 receptions for 171 yards, 2 touchdowns, McCaffrey. Ed? You get a choice between All right. Obviously, Pat will get the trophy ordered and get everything. For coming out, and thank you, Bob, for hosting, and obviously Dustin and Roger for all you guys do. It's really incredible, and we're feel extremely lucky to have you guys here. So thank you all for that. District football. All right, we are going to go ahead and we want to do this pregame, but we are going to give away a couple of awards. First off, he's not present today, but he did an amazing job. Our Coach of the Year for 2018 season is Ernest Bum Lyons, head coach of the Miami Dolphins, who made it to the playoffs for the first time, and we're super excited to have him. He's getting better every time he plays. So Congratulations to Ernest Lyons, our DMFL Coach of the Year for 2018. Our MVP for the 2018 regular season, he's been a great player in this league for years. It seems like every year he's at the top of the rushing charts, and this year is no different. He actually did something pretty special that has never been done. We play an 8-game season, and he rushed for over 100 yards. In 8 games, he rushed for a total of, Bob, do you know the? 1,086 yards in 8 games, which has really just shattered the old record. And that is Oakland Raiders running back number 30, Mark Van Egan, is the MVP of the 2018 DMFL season of the undefeated Oakland Raiders. Here you go, we hold it. Awesome. Where's Van Egan? Put him down. Yeah, use the Raider end zone side. What's that? Yeah, there you go.
Slide that way so I can slide that way. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the Dallas Miniature Football League here in Dallas, Texas. What a great game. Again, 140 minutes of football came down to the last 2 seconds. Really enjoyed the Texas Shootout. A lot of great things. Make sure you check out DallasMFL.com, the stats. I was able to read those right off. Those guys got it going on. They said, as soon as the game's over, here's the stats. I was able to read them to you guys. Really appreciate that. Thanks to all of our supporters. Thanks to all of our fans of the Gridiron Buzz Nation. Definitely appreciate you guys. We'll be in Atlanta next week for the Deep South, and I think that's going to be a heck of a showdown. Pat Morris just won the Dallas MFL. Has a great opportunity to win the Deep South as well. May turn right back around and win the Capital City Clash. So he may be on a roll. And he's got the DFW in there just somewhere in between. So
well, let's not forget the prestigious horse trader.
Oh, it's coming.
He's cracked that code now. We add another one. Everybody scoot over a little left.
Yep.
So is that going to be about a wrap?
That's going to be a wrap, guys. Go ahead and kick us out of here.
All right, let me send you home. Folks, love your family. Love your friends. Love your pets. Love your football. Buzz on.
Till next time, guys.